Next on BNI Mid-America TV, it's the Gold Club Member Spotlight Show. Gold Club members have sponsored 6 or more people into BNI, and they are here to share their secrets with you. If you want to improve your inviting techniques, then this is the show for you. And now, our host, Jennie Bellinger.
Welcome, everybody, to the Gold Club Member Spotlight Show. I'm your host, Jennie Bellinger with Level Up Coaching, LLC, and I am here today with Diane Collins of Real Producers Magazine. Hi, Diane. How are you?
Hi, Jennie. I'm good. Thank you.
Awesome. Now, I want to start out today by letting everybody know, first tell us about Real Producers and your ideal client.
Real Producers. We're a monthly magazine.
Ooh.
We're real. We're a monthly publication that goes to the top real estate agents in the area. We have one in St. Louis, Metro East, and we actually did just purchase one in New Orleans. And so we are really just a trade publication that brings the real estate community together. And our ideal clients are any vendors that are looking to get in front of real estate agents. So mortgage, title, home inspectors, home warranty, stagers, transaction coordinators, anybody that's trying to get in front of real estate agents to be part of their little world.
Gotcha. And so why is it that they want to come see you and be a part of the
What?
I know.
One, we go to their homes. So when COVID hit, all of our publications used to go to offices, but when COVID hit, everybody started working from home. So now our publications actually go to their homes. So it's landing on their coffee tables in their kitchens. So when they're drinking coffee, they're looking through the publications. You have an opportunity to stay top of mind with real estate agents, and you're in front of them every month. Not everyone goes to office meetings, so you may not be meeting those vendors in your office meetings like you were before. Real estate expos aren't really happening like they were prior. So you're not getting in front of those agents like you were prior if you were a vendor. And then also we do events. So we do lunches, happy hours, we do big quarterly events, we do Zoom things, we do all different kinds of things to help build relationships with real estate agents. So if you are looking to grow your business with real estate agents and build relationships with them, we are the platform for you.
I love that. And you have not been a BNI member for very long this year. You're kind of brand new, and yet you are rocking it coming out of the gate. I imagine you've probably got some pretty good stories already in just this short amount of time. What would you say is probably your best BNI success story so far from a referral that you've received?
I would have to say our electrician. So electricians are a good target market for us. And I've been trying to get Eco Power Electric in the magazine. And I had been calling, and I had actually, been speaking to the wrong person. And the woman actually came and visited, and we spoke, and she...
Okay. John, you get to edit this part out.
So she came to the BNI and visited, and then we had a chat offline, and she ended up joining the magazine, and it's a great fit because every real estate agent needs to have an electrician that's licensed, that's not their cousin's uncle, brother.
Right. And so you've been in BNI. I know you guys went official sometime this spring or early summer, and we're recording this, for those of you who are watching this later, we're recording this in mid-September of 2021. And in that time, Diane, I know that you've already had over 40 visitors because you have 8 rubies on your Master Connector badge. So let's talk about, how did you find that many people to invite to come visit your chapter?
One, I have a lot of, is that okay? My dog is insane.
Do you need to go calm him? Because I can pause this.
No, I think she's fine. My mom's leaving.
Oh, okay.
My mom came to pick something up. It's fine. This is the joy working at home.
Yeah.
No, so one, I do meet a lot of prospects because when I talk to real estate agents, I ask them who they use for different vendors. So I ask them who do they use for electricians, plumbers, carpet cleaners, all these vendors that we're looking for. So I do have an opportunity to meet a wide array of people. Not everyone is a good fit for the magazine. However, some of them are just good fit for BNI. So when I'm meeting people, if maybe they're not a good fit for whatever reason, I'll ask them, hey, would you like to visit a BNI group? And that's partly where I'm getting some of these folks. But then also I'm asking our partners, are you interested in BNI? A lot of them have heard of it, but they haven't really experienced it. So where I have gotten a lot of our members for our specific group is some of our real producer partners joined because they saw the value of it and they want to kind of continue our the mojo that we have, because Real Producers is kind of like its own BNI group inside of BNI. So
Yeah.
because all of our vendors are working with real estate agents, and like I'm working with somebody that you're not working with. So it's like we're going to pass referrals. So if I'm in a BNI group, now we're passing more referrals. So it just kind of expands and expands. So it's just been a really good experience to what I'm doing with meeting outside prospects, meeting people with real producers, going to events, going to networking events, visiting other BNI groups. It's kind of just snowballed.
Yeah.
I think once you get in it and you start inviting, it just becomes natural.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That
Exactly.
makes sense. It's really not that hard. I don't think it's that hard. It's not.
And here's the thing. Some people do find it difficult. And I personally, coming from a coaching mindset, believe part of that comes from the fact that people think it is hard. And so they just don't do it. They avoid it because they believe inviting is hard. And I think you're absolutely right. Inviting is not difficult. It's opening your mouth and asking people what they're doing, Thursday morning, Wednesday at lunch, Tuesday morning, whatever, whenever your BNI chapter meets, right? All you have to do is ask what they're doing. I think that the harder part is actually getting them to show up sometimes, right? So you've had 40 people show up. I'm willing to bet you've probably invited well more than 40 people.
Yes. Yes. And ours being on Zoom, I think that's a benefit because people are used to being on Zoom.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're all coming out of. So
yeah,
I think that's easy. It's in the morning. It's at 7 to 9. So people can just do it in their office, do it at home versus taking time to get in the car and drive somewhere. So I think the Zoom does have some benefits to it. I think that people are a little bit more open. I just say, hey, what are you doing to grow your business? Oh, well, I'm not really doing much. Well, hey, why don't you come meet my referral group? If you think it's a great fit, great. If not, no big deal. You got to meet some people and you never know. Yeah. And it works. I'm very low pressure in everything I do, even for real producers. If it's a great fit, great. If it's not, that's okay too, because I never want to pressure anyone into anything because one, they'll drop out.
Yep.
They're not going to be happy. They're going to complain. They're always going to be that person that says, where's my ROI? Where's my ROI?
Yep.
So I always want it to be a good fit for everybody involved. So if you kind of have that mindset, the right people will come. They'll just naturally be drawn to you. And then it's a win-win for everyone. So I just really kind of look at it that way of, hey, just come and check it out. If you like it, great. If not, that's okay too. So it brings the right people.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so you've brought 40 people who have actually shown up over the course of a few months, which also means statistically you've also then sponsored, well, you're here on the show. So you've sponsored a minimum of 6, I believe pre-interview, you said you're at 7, right? And so going through that, you just said, you're not pressuring them. You're just showing them, hey, here's an option for you. What do you think? Right. So are you participating in the sponsoring conversation with them, or are you? No. Yeah. No. So you're just getting,
because it doesn't matter to me if they join, and here it does. I mean, of course, I want them to join my chapter, but I've had experience. So my brother is Ron Rattini. He's amazing. He owns a roofing company. He has been in BNI for 13 years. He is in SuccessNet in Lafayette Square. That was where I first started kind of running around with BNI people. I have seen it work. He has tripled his business. He is buddy buddies with the insurance guy. He has tripled his business. If you participate and you're in, it works. So it's not a matter of talking somebody into it. It's a matter of, do you want to do it? And do you want to participate? Because if you do, it works. If you don't want to go all in, it's not going to work. So I'm an all in. If plus Virginia's in my group, there's really not a lot of choice there. So, and she's a close friend of mine, but I would have never said yes unless I was going to be committed. And so everyone in our team is kind of has the same mindset of, listen, we're going to do it. Success is the way to go. Failure is not an option really in anything that I do. And so I kind of run around with the same type of people. And then that just breeds more success. And people are drawn to that. So I think people are very drawn to our group because we just get things done. Like I have 10 one-to-ones a week with other BNI members. Like when we bought the New Orleans Real Producers, I didn't even think about it. But when I'm talking to our partners, I'm like, oh, are you in a BNI group? They're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, let's talk about
one-to-one.
So now we're talking about BNI in New Orleans. And then I have an assistant there and we're kind of talking about that. And I'm like, well, hey, maybe we'll join your BNI in New Orleans. Like, why would we not? So it's kind of like, you just don't know what you don't know. And so there's, I think, 5 partners in New Orleans that are in BNI. So it's just really interesting. If you give it a shot and you truly give it time, it does work.
Right.
And I give people referrals all the time. Some businesses are a little bit harder for me, but the electrician, there's some that get referrals every single week. I can blow up your business with some are a little bit harder.
Right. Well, and what I love about the Giver's Gain, because if you go and listen to what Dr. Ivan Meisner has said about Giver's Gain, it's not about you giving a referral to everyone in your group. It's about you give referrals to the people who, it makes sense to give referrals to, right? So for you, it makes sense to be passing referrals to people who are attached to real estate agents, who are attached to the real estate industry and business, right? And the other people will get referrals from the other people who are in their contact sphere. And sometimes you stumble upon a referral for a marketing agency or a printer or whatever, right? Like sometimes you stumble upon those like somewhat outside or ancillary businesses to your area. It's not about giving a referral to everybody as much as we want to, but here's the really fun thing. What I have found is when I sit in front of somebody and have a one-to-one with them, now, because they're top of mind, I almost always find a referral for that person. So if I'm feeling bad about not referring to somebody, I have a one-to-one with them and then I make them top of mind and I go like, as Virginia calls it, I go become a referral archaeologist and I dig for a referral for that person. I'm going to do what I can to try and find something for them. Because if I'm feeling out of balance with them because perhaps they've provided a referral or 2 or 3 or 4 for me, I'm like, okay, this is not a balanced relationship. Time for me to I feel that pressure. I don't feel it coming from the other person. I'm willing to go dig for them because they've provided referrals for me. And many times those will close and turn into business. So, first of all, I want to say you don't have to refer to everyone in your group, right? It's refer where it makes sense, refer where you have relationship, refer in those ways, because in the Giver's Gain thing, have you read Infinite Giving yet? Oh, you should read Infinite Giving. You'll love it. You'll feel much better about the fact that you're not giving referrals to everyone in your chapter yet, because he talks about the karmic, like you give referrals where it makes sense and it all just keeps flowing, because referrals, money, all of that is like energy. It just keeps flowing around as long as you keep giving. So which is why you attract people who bring success.
I get random texts. Hey, who do you know that is a carpet cleaner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got somebody. So even if I don't send you business, I might find the best carpet cleaner for you that's not in our group, but is in the magazine. I'll see stuff on Facebook. And if I have your phone number in my phone, I won't put it on Facebook. I'll just text you. I just texted Brad Elsner today. He was looking for a sewer company. I'm like, I got one. I got one.
Yeah, I got one of those.
I got one. If your number is in my phone, I'm going to send you all my people,
Nice.
So it's just, it works. It works. And it's really not just, it's not being about this master connector. I think it's really just about paying attention, and just listening to what other people are needing. And then if you have an opportunity to send them somebody, if he doesn't call that person, that's okay. But if he does, great. I gave him somebody that's reliable that I use. So
there you go. Oop, you froze for a moment there.
Are we good?
There, you're back.
Good.
Okay.
So I think it's all just, it's karma. If you're a good person, it all comes back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. For those of you who are watching this, if you're in Dianne Collins' chapter, which is
Platinum Referral Partners.
There we go. Make sure you share this. The PRP, right? Platinum Referral Partners. Make sure you share this video. This is a great way to help put Dianne Collins in front of people who might want or need to know her in order to grow their business. And if you're in BNI and you're going, hey, I feel like I need to know this Dianne Collins, she's in BNI Connect Mobile. Look her up, connect with her, set up a one-to-one with Dianne, and see how you two can collaborate towards more success, breed more success, as Dianne said. So thank you again for being here, Dianne. We know you are a super busy lady, so thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy week to share your experience with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And so you guys know how this goes. Make sure you stay tuned because there is another episode on its way.
For more information on how BNI can help you build your business, book your complimentary consultation with Virginia Moose-Keith at discoverbnimitamerica.com. BNI Mid-America TV is brought to you by the Bergman Insurance Group, your trusted source for Medicare information, education, and enrollment. Be sure to check out the show notes for additional information on how to contact today's host or guest about their business, and thanks for watching.